Meet Jenny. Jenny lives in Willowvale Gardens, a well-kept security apartment building in a busy suburb on the outskirts of the city. And this is her strata story. Let me start by saying that I love where I live. I know for some, the hustle and bustle of a suburb like mine would be off-putting, but I love the energy. The minute you walk out of our building, you step onto one of the busiest streets in our suburb. Cafés, pubs, parks, little boutiques, people everywhere going about their day, including me. I absolutely love it here. Although we are on the main street, and there is a lot of foot traffic going by, the building is very secure. Each entry point is secured by a swipe card entry system, so I've always felt very safe in the building. A few weeks ago, I noticed that one of the new tenants that moved into the building must have been having a party. I could hear their music playing. It was only 6 p.m. and I could still hear my TV over the music, so I wasn't too bothered. At 8 p.m, I grabbed Molly's lead. Molly's my dog, and we headed out for our evening walk. When we got back, we noticed a group of people standing at the entrance door. A few of them seemed a bit drunk, but they all happily moved aside to let us in as I swiped my entry card and closed the door behind me. When the lift opened, a young man walked out and asked, "Can you just hold the lift for a sec?" I thought, sure. And 5 seconds later, he and the group of people all piled into the lift with me. As the doors closed, a member of their group's phone chimed and they announced, "Mike just texted and said he's 2 minutes away." The tenant happily replied, "It's okay, I propped the door open. Just tell him we're on level 3, unit 32. I thought to myself, are you serious? I wanted to ask what sort of idiot props a security door open to a building on a main street. But I was also in a lift with a group of intoxicated people that I didn't know and thought it better to keep that thought to myself. They all piled out on level 3, and when the lift opened on level 6, instead of getting out, I hit the G button and headed back down to the ground floor. The doors opened to a man holding a case of beer. My guess, this was Mike. I waved, said, "Hi Mike," caught the confused look on his face, and stepped out of the lift giggling to myself. I walked over to the building door and removed the rock that had been used to prop it open. Problem solved, right? I headed back up to my unit and proceeded with my evening. I assumed the party ended at some stage, but I was sound asleep long before that happened. The next morning, when I was heading out for our morning walk, I couldn't believe what I saw. The door had been re-propped open and was still open. It was 6:30 in the morning, so it had been open all night. I was so cranky. I took a photo and emailed a complaint to Strata. I explained. Unit 32 had a party last night and has propped the door open so their guests can enter without needing a security swipe. I removed the door prop last night at around 8:30 p.m, but they must have come down and re-propped it open after that because it's still propped open now, so it was open all night. Please see attached photo. Jenny. Well, it took 4 days, but I eventually got a reply from Strata. Their reply said, "Hi Jenny. We've contacted the owner and asked them to ensure that their tenant understands that they are not allowed to prop open the security door. Thank you, Strata Management." I thought, really? That's it? I don't quite know what I expected to happen, but for a breach of security it seems there should be some sort of punishment. Not an email saying, "Please remember not to prop open the door, thanks, smiley face." I mean, what is the point of having a Strata manager if they don't do anything when something like this happens? Hi everyone, we hope you enjoyed the story. If you would like to hear more about this particular story, you can watch our full episode, where we delve into the story in more detail and we explore what it means for owners. So we will drop the link for that episode in the description below. As always, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out as new episodes are released. And please jump over to our socials and join the conversation. We'd love to hear your thoughts on what we're producing and help shape what comes next for the channel. All right, see you in the next one.